Beepity bop boop beep up boop beep 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 up beep ba beep 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 ba beep ba boop beep 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 ba da ba da ba da ba dee ba dee ba dee ba da ba doo ba boo ba boom boo ba ba beep boo beep boo beep boo beep boo boo beep boo beep boo beep boo beep. John F. Kennedy's been shot. Hello! Welcome to 15 Minutes of Faye, your daily 15 minutes of me. The perfect amount of me, which is the slogan, and I don't always say it. And that is, I think I'm 2 for 3. I don't know if I said it last time, to be honest. That was so long ago. The whole thing happened so long ago. It happened so long ago. I'm like a white American talking about anything. Oh, girlie, you're still reaping the benefits. Hello again. Wow, political so quickly. I am here today to talk to you about the good word, and the good word is please and thank you. I wonder nothing. My brain is without wonder. I've lost my inner child and I'm going on a quest to find her. Oh, there she is. She was just having some cereal for breakfast. Having one of the safe foods, one of our breakfast safe foods, you know, a little tism safe food, just like a cereal. I have been having protein shakes in the morning, and I feel like it's probably good to have something in the morning. Whereas before I was either having cereal at like noon. Cereal at Noon is a great album title. Oh my god. Hey, is anyone an indie artist listening to this? Dad, are you an indie artist? I am. Any indie artist, you can take the name, and I don't even remember it. I have not taken my medicine yet. I'm gonna take it a little later. I'm definitely gonna take it. I know it's better. When I don't take my medicine, it's just like I don't feel any it doesn't feel good to have a brain that's running um like a 10-year-old computer that you've never cleaned. Anyway, so if you hear like a ring, that's either my computer or myself. The RAM of the brain is running so fast, and we have to take it down, girlies. We have to. If we don't take it down, what are we going to do? Well, it's just a matter of practice and time and cognitive behavioral therapy, which is really it does work, and it feels like it shouldn't work, right? Because it's just sort of like, oh, I'm literally just telling myself like, hey, it's okay. No one, people don't really hate you. I have this there's this innate part of me that's like, everyone hates me no matter what I do. Everyone does. And then it's just sort of like, well, that's not true. Some people probably dislike you, and that's such a kinder statement than everyone's waiting for you to step outside so they can tar and feather you. They're gonna do it twice. They're gonna tar you, rip it off so your skin is raw, and then they're gonna feather and then tar and feather on top of it. So the first layer of feathers is honestly kind of nice. It's just like a little comfort. Oh, we understand that we're putting you, hey, the tar, which has already hurt because we ripped it off your skin, but we're gonna give you feathers underneath it this time. And I'm about to take a sip of a tea, and I'm gonna make sure you all hear it. And this is the tar and feathering. This is the same bit. I got so little tea from that. But sometimes we let the bit override. Actually, we always try to let the bit override the whole thing. You wanna bit yourself into existence. Existence. ig bit since. Chat, sound off in the chat. Chat, could you make noise in the chat about the chat for chatty? Is it if we're doing existence and we're trying to find a place for bit in it, existence, exist bits, existence, existence, and now the word has lost its meaning. When we talk about existence, what are we talking about? Ah, oh me, oh my. Hello, I am Matishka. I will be your sommelier tonight. I am here to serve you wine. Ha 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 ha. Hello. What are you looking for from your wine experience? Do you want something for body? Do you want something aromatic? Or do you want something that will make your body turn inside out so that your skin can taste fine and your outer body can taste eh? I guess your outer body tastes eh, but it could also taste sorry. It could also taste. Who am I? I am Mitshka, the dusk sommelier. You could have your body turn inside out for the right wine. I don't know what that was. I'm just living, laughing, doing my best today and every day. Well, most days, you have to, you can't, you can only, well, you can see you're already making qualifiers, and if you're already making qualifiers, it means you're listening to your mind. When I listen to do you hear like that I keep saying you? Usually it's a good tool for like being a dungeon master, non-sexual, but it's a bad tool to like, so I sometimes I used to only do it, but refer to myself in my mind in the third person or the second person. So it would be like, Faye, do this, or you need to do this. And I think that like distance, I might have talked about this yesterday. Who's to say? Or maybe talked about it in therapy yesterday. Yeah, bitches, she's in therapy. I pay a lot of insurance to do therapy, and it costs more. When I go to pick up my medicine, I'm like, hey, don't use my insurance. Because with my insurance, my medicine is like 150, and without it, it's like 15. And I believe in this country. I believe that's good. I believe that's actually the way it should be. You should pay for the opportunity to ask them not to use something. It makes me feel so fiscally responsible to give rent for the opportunity to pay more. Anyway, that was a fair amount of weird so there's this. My type is very much an avoidant, which I also think is like true about me. I think maybe there's like, it's not avoidant, and maybe it's just like the way I behaved was very like, oh well, they did this, so it's okay that I did this, or like they or like I guess there was just no accountability to my actions in a way that like pretended like there was. It's like when you're arguing with somebody and they're like questioning when you're arguing with your mom, and you're like, hey, you screamed at me, and she's like, I didn't scream, I shouted. and you're like, okay, like that still impacted me, I was 4. I'm going to take another sip of tea, and you're going to hear it this time. Ugh, sorry, there was a frog in there. They've been invading my space ever since I kissed a bunch of them. And it's crazy because the restraining order is against me. And so I might have to move. I might have to stop having my place because of the frogs that are like getting in my space. Every one of them is like, hey girl, you shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, you're frogs. I don't have to apologize to you. You're literally frogs. Go back to your lily pads and pods. Go hop around. Go enjoy not having podcasts. Okay, some of us have to make a podcast. Okay, frogs, some of us have to get up so early. They have to get up at 7 naturally, because that's what their body does. And then they have to record. They have to record a podcast. And these frogs, they just make it so hard for me. No one's buying it. I can see no one's buying it. I can see it. I can see it. But would you buy it? Would you buy it? Would you buy it if I told you that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I put oil in there. I can't change who I am, okay? I gotta be me, girlies. And I'm gonna get olive oil again. And I'll make sure not to get extra virgin, because I hear you use extra virgin olive oil for two purposes. One, like, it's a serving oil, and two, it's for making fun of me in particular. And so I shouldn't even need to get that sort of olive oil. The frogs they don't seem satisfied with this. I did kiss, they're telling me that I kissed their king to death. Well, he didn't transform into a human, so he couldn't have been a king. Oh. Okay. Well, I didn't, okay, I didn't realize you could be like a king and not be a human. You're coming at me with a lot of intense energy, and it's really just like, we're in my home and it is so early. Oh my god, look at how cute you're looking. Oh my god, do you need a little kiss? Mwah, 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 mwah. You've killed another member of our royal family. And that bit will just kind of keep going. I don't know. I like, I don't know. I'm having like the world is challenging in this particular juncture. Interesting times, lots of interesting times. The actions of the imperialism of our imperialist empire would always swing back against us. So it is reasonable to expect that this was coming, and it doesn't change that it's hard and painful. I have been I maybe I should take my medicine before I do this, but maybe I shouldn't as well. I think there's like this little stunting that I'm sometimes when I'm like talking, I feel this sense of embarrassment, which yeah, probably isn't healthy, but also like maybe also probably is a little healthy at times. I think it's just like everything is good in moderation. Except frog kissing, apparently. Apparently there's a limit to the amount of that you should be doing. According to the frogs that have invaded my fucking space, they're just out of frame. And they're sitting quietly too, waiting for me to finish this podcast. They're trying to show you all that they're good and peaceful, but they aren't. They aren't. They aren't. They're pretending, these frogs. I am very excited about. I've been trying to imagine the future more and like attach a feeling to the future because the CIA said we shouldn't. And the like really fun thing I've been imagining. Well, there's been a couple. I've been imagining myself as Mitshka, the Dusk sommelier, who is just a little girl who just serves little wines for the people. But more so just like what I would want from the future, and I think it's to be, I want to become an AI. I'm really thirsty right now, and I think it would be really nice to just get a lot of water mainlined into me and know that my need to water as an AI is protected for the wars to come in the future. I want to just make sure that I am set up so I can create endless amounts of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Hello Kitty, Battle Bot porn. Thank you all so much. Have a good day.